Hi my Capricorns, welcome to your November monthly zodiac sign reading. I'm Christine. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome again. I want to thank you all for being here and for taking time to stop by and support my channel. We are going to see what messages and guidance the universe has for you for the month of November. We are still very much in the eclipse energies. I'm sure you can feel them. Comment down below how you have been hanging in. And so without further ado, let's dive in and see what you need to know for November. What do my Capricorns need to know for November, please? Got one card. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. To me, roses, they speak of love. I get Venus energy, of heart realignment. And I feel like there could have been an ending here with some type of relationship. Or perhaps this is something that's coming and you can feel the disintegration, whether it's platonic or romantic. I feel like some of you may have experienced or are currently experiencing heart activations. I'm getting heart chakra energy here. And as a result, it's almost like mission realignment. When we start working on ourselves and heal, our values change, our priorities change, things shift. We no longer attract what we used to. And I feel like this is something that is happening to you. Many of you may have stepped into your North Node energies at this point. It could be in a nurturing, like a water sign, perhaps Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Maybe even Taurus or Libra. I'm getting Venusian energy here too. As much beauty as there is around here, I feel like there's sorrow, pain, loss. I'm just getting a disintegration of a relationship or plural relationships. It's almost like you're wondering, why was this taken from me? Why is this being taken away? It's also too bringing about feeling pain. Some of you may have been in a, I wanted to say comatose state, but it's almost a perhaps dissociative state or a state of numbness, of numbing, perhaps escapism. Some of you may have heavy Pisces energy in your chart, like placements or 12th house energy, but there's like a sense of escape or numbing. Some of you may have not felt for a long time, and you're now feeling, it's like pain coming up, repressed pain, trauma, emotions, and there's no choice but to feel it. And amidst all this beauty, there's sorrow too. Because as we know, I know they have those roses that live for like 90 days or whatever. Those ones that you pay $90 for or more. I'm not talking about those roses, but we see the life cycle of a rose, right? It starts off as a seedling, it grows, it blooms. And we know after it blooms, it's going to start on this path to death. So there's something here that has ended, and it was meant to. It was like destined to happen. And I feel like this initiated a very vulnerable, intimate side to yourself that you weren't familiar with, because you had to grapple or deal with pains and emotions that you were not used to. We're going to take a look and see what else, what other messages we can get. There's a sense of rediscovering who you are now and leaving behind who you were. What other messages, please, does the universe have for my Capricorns? Okay. Look what we have at the bottom of the deck. The boss, Capricorn energy. Wow, we got your house, 10th house, reputation, career, responsibilities, achievement, competence, fame, notoriety, standing, authority figures, legacy, purpose, pinnacle, the patriarchy, empire. This is the house that caps rule. Wow, I can't believe the synchronicities. We got Saturn, which is your ruling planet. Wisdom, discipline, structure, time, responsibility. There's something about responsibilities here. Tests, ambition, difficulty, restraint, grounding, practicality, self-control, tradition, realism, container, bones, maturity, gravity, scaffolding. So there's a very heavy element here of your energy, your planet, your ruling planet and your ruling house coming out here. This could have been an ending in this sign in your house, in your 10th house, with career, some type of responsibility. Perhaps you have a lot of planets in the 10th house, like a 10th house stellium. Or you have Saturn in your 10th house. It's a lot of heavy, structured, karmic energy, responsibility, discipline. Some of you may have been workaholics. I'm just getting an energy now of totally emotion driven. Some of you may have your South Node in Capricorn, North Node in Cancer. Despite being, you know, if you have major placements in Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, Mercury. But I feel like this has completely, this energy is different than this. This is like emotional, vulnerable. And this energy is devoid of emotions. This is more feminine energy. This is more masculine. And I feel like there's something in you that literally, like this says, cracked open. You may not have even expected it because it's happening for you, not to you. Some of you may have been wondering, like, what in the F? Why am I feeling a heightened sense of sensitivity, of emotional emotions, emotional vulnerability? My heart is just, you may be feeling all sorts of emotions because of heart activations and expansion, greater love, compassion, forgiveness, empathy, which is very unlike this energy. And I'm not saying people that have a lot of Saturn or 10th house energy, right? Different planets in the 10th house, or even both, that you're devoid of this. But I feel like it's moving you away from what you've done. It's moving you like off that path. Perhaps you're feeling a little bit disconnected from this energy of your public face, your image, right? Your career, how people view you. And there's a sense of, I wouldn't say rigidity, but I feel like there's a sense of feeling naked, of feeling exposed, and you're like, whoa, this feels different. Oh, okay. Let's continue on and see what else. Very distinct energies here. There's something changing about what you value, what you're doing. I feel like many of you are shifting what it is or how you thought your career should be like. Perhaps you're sensing something deeper, or you're being like pushed that way. What else do my Capricorns need to know, please, for November? Ooh, that's a lot. What else do my Capricorns need to know, please? Thank you. we have any flipped cards? Yes, we have 2 here. Got 4. Okay. We got watching clouds, lie back, rest and relax. I knew this was very different energy than Saturn in 10th house, because Saturn is not about looking at the clouds. Look at this. They're very opposing energies here. This is very feminine energy. I feel like your reading is going to be like left feminine energy, right masculine energy. We got impasse, reflect and redirect your energy. So there's something here that I feel has come to like a head. You may be feeling stuck, literally like this wall energy, like I'm not sure where to go. Overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Again, this speaks to the impasse. There's something here that's, you may feel like you're stuck and you're not really sure what direction to go in. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. You've got, again, very dichotomous energies here. Watching the clouds, in the flow, overcoming obstacles and impasse. I feel like there's like, it's almost like you're being divided and stretched into 2 parts. And you're like, I'm not sure what to go. I feel like many of you, many caps that are reading this, you're used to being very productive. You may measure your level of success, who you are, by your productivity, by how much you work, by how much you do for others. And I feel like in November, you're being called to detach from that identity, to detach from measuring your value and your worth from how you define success, how you produce, how much you produce, and what you do for others. Because I feel like there's a need for you to tap into the emotional side of life, to really reconnect to yourself, to reconnect with others. There's something about relationships here. You may have experienced some type of conflict with people, or even in this, I almost got like turning of a leaf. You know when leaves turn color during the autumn? It's like you're trying to make sense of why you're feeling a little bit disconnected, a little bit off. You're like, I don't feel my normal self. I just feel like what I'm doing no longer resonates, and you're not sure why, and it doesn't make sense. And it's because it's your soul speaking to you. Something's about to change here. I feel like it has to do with your career and how you imagined it, how and what it means to you. Let's grab an oracle, and then we're going to tap into some tarot cards and then back to some oracle. It's interesting we have the squirrel here, because the squirrels, they're very much a Saturnian energy. They're like Cappies. They're very productive. They think ahead. They plan. I would say throw in some Virgo too, because they hoard nuts. They're very organized. They're very judicious. They're very hard workers. And they take care of themselves in that way. But there's something that you're not seeing. Because I'm almost getting this energy of these obstacles and this impasse that it may be self-imposed more than anything. Getting like a 5 of Pentacles energy there. Perhaps even 8 of Swords. Okay. What else do my Cappies need to know, please? What do my Capricorns need to know for the month of November? Okay. We got 40, heal. Wounds need to be acknowledged before they can heal, especially those unseen. Give yourself the time, space, whatever is necessary to regain your wholeness. Look at this. Some of you may connect with unicorns. That's why we have watching clouds in the flow. Allowing things, not forcing things. Some of you need this time to rest. The cracked open, it's about emotions. Things are coming up. Perhaps right now you may be experiencing trauma, wounding, shadows coming up for release, for integration. Some of you are actually going through endings right now. We have 10, even though this is specifying a house. 10 also speaks to endings, numerologically speaking. And some of you may be trying to stop this. So you're experiencing like pushback, like induced suffering because you're not letting things go. Something is coming up for healing right now. Okay, let's grab some tarot here. What messages does the universe have for my Capricorns, please? What do they need to know for November? Okay. We got the bottom of the deck, death, Scorpio energy. So definitely something is coming up to be released. Again, it could be about relationships. We got more Scorpio energy. Look at this. Bottom 4 decks, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. The wheel, the world. You got Scorpio 3 times underneath what's hidden, what you don't know, what you don't see coming. There's a major transformation coming, I feel, from within. A lot of healing happening. We got Wu Wei, which is exclusive to this Luna Soul deck. Wu Wei, I should say, is this. In the flow, being in the flow, not forcing anything. Allowing things to happen as they should. Doesn't mean you just become lazy and you kick back and you're like, peace out. Let's let the universe do what it needs to. No, you take inspired action, but you don't force anything. We got Queen of Cups, the Queen of Emotions. Ace of Discs, this is Earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and 3 of Wands, Fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. You are definitely going to be exploring the emotional aspect of yourself in November. You're really being asked to let go of control, let go of forcing things, of making things happen, and really tap into nurturing yourself. Tap into your emotions and be very open. This is going with the flow. Tapping into the side of yourself that may seem uncomfortable, that may seem foreign. It may be uncomfortable because some of you are not used to tapping into your emotions daily or asking yourself, how do I feel? What do I feel? What's coming up for me? And instead maybe suppressing it. Because the Queen is all about self-care, self-love, self-nurturing. She is very intuitive, very attuned to herself and her feelings. She knows when something's off. She pays attention, she rectifies it. She doesn't force anything either. She's not controlling in that way. We have the Ace of Discs and 3 of Wands. So this to me speaks of, again, some opportunity. This could denote work, finances, and we do have the 10th house here in Saturn. So again, I feel like there's a change on the horizon with your work, perhaps because of shifting values. I feel like many of you are shifting towards a path, a career, a job perhaps, or the way you make your money that's more heart-centered, that's connected to your soul, something that resonates deeply with you. It's like saying, I don't want to just do this job because it pays me, $200,000 a year, and I have all this financial security. I actually want it to mean something. I want to feel more connected. I want to do something that's fulfilling. I'm getting this energy of really rethinking what it means to you to be successful, what that looks like. Because success is not all about having a career if you don't have emotional availability or intimacy or connection with yourself or with others. Here, it's like a reflective time. You may be actually thinking of moving. You may be thinking of relocating, potentially observing or balancing different potential career opportunities, different paths right now for stability. And I feel like an opportunity is coming. The more you tap into your emotions, the more you are going to receive, be receptive and open. Because there's massive transformation coming for you. Some of you, again, may have Scorpio in your chart. Major placements, I should say, because we all have Scorpio in our chart. And with that, so let's transition. I'm like having problems pronouncing some words these few days. Maybe it's the energy of the eclipse. We have the Dark Mirror Oracle deck. We're going to take a look to see what shadows, what's coming up to be released for you to acknowledge. And it's simply just to be aware and to integrate. What does the universe want my Capricorns to know, please? Okay, thank you. Look what we have at the bottom, 22. I won't cry for you. This is a red, it looks like a red teardrop of sorts almost. I feel like there's something with relationships here, even though we have Queen of Cups, but we got today for tomorrow, 32. I feel like this is about being more present, perhaps emotionally present. It's almost appreciating yourself for who you are, because we see a younger and an older version. See, the younger version is to the left here, or if you see it, I'm not sure how you'll see it, to your right, and then the older version is here. This to me is about, and we get 5 here, today for tomorrow. I feel like some of you are, I'm getting a sense of rushing and controlling things. There's an element of time, and Saturn rules time. Right? Chronos. I feel like some of you may feel like you're running out of time, or you're just misappropriating your time, or like you're not using your time for what you truly want and what you find meaningful. Again, there's a complete breakdown, a dissolution of values here that you once valued, that you once sought and you once espoused, and now you're like, it doesn't resonate. Something's different. Something cracked you. Again, it could have been part of your awakening, a new spiritual upgrade. I feel like it was something to do with a recent ending for you. It's almost like recognizing that time is fleeting. Time is your only resource, your most valuable resource. There's an element here of really living for today and not tomorrow. I get that song in my head. It's live for today. Hold on, I have my computer here. I want to Google these lyrics for you. I don't know why I'm getting the song in my head. It's called Let's Live for Today by the Grassroots. The Grassroots, Let's Live for Today. There's something in the lyrics for you. I kept getting that in my head. It was playing. Okay. Today for tomorrow. Hope is in the present. It's the brick we use to build the future on. So this is about acceptance. Mother and daughter, or maybe twins, or the same person in different times. It may seem like a trade-off to sacrifice the present in order to secure a better future. That's what ants do, or to sacrifice the future to enjoy a better present. Cicadas do this. Either choice holds a bitter taste. It's like watching a child play. Shouldn't she study? And if she were studying, wouldn't she regret not playing more? You meet a person you are attracted to. Do you go past and let it stay in the fantasy, or you make a move and follow it through to the ephemeral ending? The endless choice between regret and remorse. What if, for once, we turn our back to the dark? What do the unexpected, we do the unexpected, and we shred it like a used dress. We can walk by the sea as no one is around, and we skinny dip out of our worries. The present and the future are one single integrated connection. There is no choice, but the road is only one. What we are today and what we are tomorrow may be different, but it is the same person. So this is about acceptance. There's something here where you may be denying truth. You may be denying the interconnected of how things are unfolding. This is about change. Some of you are resisting change. Perhaps this is the obstacle and the impasse you're dealing with, because you're putting all your energy into trying to prevent this change from happening, and you can feel it. And there's a fear here, I sense. What is it that you fear most? I know with you all, my Capricorns, structure is super important to you. Having an element of structure, it's like a foundation, it's a steady. And so any changes can bring about uncertainty, can pose a challenge, can pose as chaos for you. But when you release that, because you've got releasing energy here, that's when you receive these gifts. Everything is literally smooth sailing. So there's a need for you to let go. And I know it's easier said than done. What other messages does the universe have, please, for my Capricorns? What else do they need to know? Okay, we got one that turned over. We've got a mini oracle deck here. Okay, we got negativity. Let go of the pessimistic attitude. It's getting old. Think of something positive right now. Shift your thinking. This is very indicative of this first card, right? It's happening for you, not to you. So there's a situation you are all in right now, or maybe experiencing this month, or depending on your timelines, because my readings are timeless and everyone is on different timelines. But there's something that you may be experiencing that's coming up where you may fall into victim mode and become negative, and you just spiral downward. You're like, I can't believe this is happening. I had things, or I expected things to be a certain way, and things are not panning out the way you want them to, and there's a reason for that. You're calling to shift your mindset. Like this card indicated, today for tomorrow, because today, tomorrow, yesterday, they're all occurring at the same time, right? There is no concept of time as we know it. Just on Earth, we ascribe time in this way, but really, time, it's not linear, and we have different timelines happening all at once. I keep getting something about time with you all, because I heard Chronos. Okay, let's continue on. Again, with this attitude, with this pessimistic attitude, it could be because of things you're healing right now. That's why there's a need for space and time for you. Again, time. Something about time keeps coming up. Some of you literally need to take time out. Like, put your energy, like, again, redirect your energy to yourself. Stop giving it away. Stop putting it towards work or anything else that's depleting you right now. There's an element of having to be with yourself, of nurturing, of taking care of you. It could be your work situation. You're experiencing something toxic right now, and there's a change coming with work. What else do my Capricorns need to know, please? What other messages or guidance does the universe have for them? What else do my Capricorns need to know, please? we got one card. We got adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Look at this. And you got something about obstacles here. So there's something here that you've experienced or may experience. And I feel like this epitomizes Saturn, Capricorn energy. But I also feel like it's calling you to tap into your emotions, not just to shove this under the rug, not just to bypass what you're feeling, but to acknowledge it's okay to feel a certain way when you experience something that maybe didn't go in the way that you wanted. Maybe there's an ending. Again, you had a lot of Scorpio at the bottom of the deck, so I feel like there's massive transformation on its way. And when things present themselves in a way that we didn't expect, even if they're good or bad or whatever the case, they can still be challenges for us because we have to navigate and circumvent that process, which is new for us. It's different. It's out of our bubbles, and I'm getting this energy. I heard like be the lighthouse because you're guiding yourself. You've overcome this, and right now you're really being pushed to go into your path, but to tap into that emotional aspect too. Let's grab a final Archangel card, or message from the Archangels, I should say, and see what guidance they have. What else do the Archangels want my Capricorns to know, please? Archangel Muriel, trust your own wisdom. Have faith in your psychic impressions. Look at this. We start off with a rose. And we end with a rose. Same color too. Do you see that? Some of you may be named Rose, have an affiliation with Rose. Pink roses. I feel like the reason why you're being called to really take time out, to heal, to rest, to get into this feminine energy and receptivity is because you are also receiving an expansive or expansion of your psychic gifts, attunement, downloads. I have a feeling many of you are going to shift your careers. You may be feeling pulled towards wellness, spirituality, something very different than what you're currently doing. Some of you have recently awakened. It's about following the light. Following the light within. You see this? You are guiding your own self, believe it or not. Wow. My Capricorns, I hope this reading has helped and resonated with someone out there. If it has, comment down below, let me know. I love hearing from you and love interacting with you. If this resonated with anyone and has helped, I would love it if you could support me and my channel and like, share, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button so that others may find this video and maybe they could glean some golden nuggets out of this. I hope the rest of November flows, literally flows in a way that is soothing for you, that allows you to nurture yourself, to heal. I feel like emotions, November, if I could label it, it would just be emotions, have been cracked open like a walnut. And there's a release coming out, a release with this side of yourself. That's beautiful because it's allowing you to get in touch with who you really are on a soul level. And it's really bringing clarity to your life purpose, to your mission and what you're here for. Thank you so much again for being here. I hope the rest of the month goes well, and I will see you soon.